Gonna throw our sliced mushrooms, get them nice and sauteed for about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, now once the mushrooms have released most of their liquid, we're gonna add in 3/4 cup of chicken broth, some garlic powder, and onion powder. Get that nice mixed in there. Bring that to a simmer. While we're waiting for that to come to a simmer, let's come over here to our bowl. We're gonna take 1/2 cup of milk. Try not to spill like I just did. And 1/4 cup of flour. Let's get together. We got that nice and whisked together. Now that we have our pan at a simmer, we're gonna put in our mixture here. Get it stirred in. Want to let it heat up for another minute or so. And final step, just throw a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, depending on how much sodium you want. Get those salt and pepper mixed in there. And there you go, you got some real cream of mushroom soup instead of the canned version. It'll make your dishes 10 times better than the cans. I know I'm gonna be trying this method moving forward. And let's give it a try just to, I don't usually eat cream of mushroom soup by itself, but let's give it a try. That's the real deal. Can definitely tell the difference between the can and this one. This will definitely take your casseroles to the next level. Yeah, we're gonna make some real cream of chicken soup, so you don't have to be using those cans so much. We're starting with 4 tablespoons of butter. All right, now we're gonna gradually add in a little over 1/2 cup of flour. So add a little bit in at a time, whisk it around, and then add a little bit more. Whisk it in there. You want to whisk it till it gets to be like wet sand in there. You want to turn the heat off and start adding in your chicken broth. So we got 2 cups of chicken broth. You want to pour in about 1/3 of that at a time. Get it all whisked together. Add the rest of that chicken broth in there. Get that nice and whisked together well. Once you got that whisked together a little bit, you're gonna drop in a bouillon cube as well as some more milk. And you're gonna throw your seasonings in there as well. We got some onion powder, some celery salt, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Salt. Get that all whisked together. If you got to whisk together, let's get the heat going again, about medium heat. All right, so now that it's near a boil, as you can see, it's getting nice and thick. So you can get it as thick as you want. I probably will want it at about that consistency right there. So that's after about 5 minutes of it all kind of sitting in there at about medium heat together. But yeah, now you got this. This will make about 2 10.5 ounce cans, or about two regular Campbell's cans of cream of chicken. Let's try it. Give it the taste test real quick. Make sure it's all tasting good. Man, Y'all, this will really take your casserole to the next level doing it like this. And it's just healthier. It doesn't have all the stuff in it. It's all good ingredients from scratch. So yeah, y'all try it at home and see for yourself. It's really good. All right, y'all, stop buying store-bought ketchup, especially because of these two ingredients, high fructose corn syrup and natural flavoring. Look those two up for yourself and you'll see why. Instead, do this. We're gonna make an at-home ketchup that's gonna be so good. We do 120 grams of tomato paste. All right, we got our tomato paste in there. We wanna throw in 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And this next ingredient is the most important. You wanna have some distilled white vinegar. Put in a tablespoon plus about a teaspoon worth. Ketchup-y flavor, very important. We're gonna throw in just a very small amount of allspice, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, just a little bit of fine salt. Go ahead, whisk that together. All right, now we're gonna take it over to the oven for our next part. All right, so we're gonna pour it into our pot. We're gonna have it at medium heat. This is gonna darken the color slightly. It's gonna help the spices to mix in and deepen into the mixture and the flavor of it. All right, once it's simmering like this, we wanna put our timer on for 4 minutes. And you wanna be stirring constantly. Otherwise it'll stick to the bottom. So stir constantly for 4 minutes. All right, so we've let that simmer for about 4 minutes. And we're gonna dump it into our glass container. Use your spatula, get that last little bit out. All right, once you have it, go ahead and put your lid on. And we're gonna transfer it to the fridge for a few hours. All right, let's give it a try. Tastes like ketchup to me. Tastes like good ketchup. And no high fructose corn syrup, no natural flavoring. Try it at home, y'all, for real. All right, y'all, stop buying store-bought broth because it has natural flavoring in it. And you wanna look that up to see what I mean by that. Look up what natural flavoring is and you'll see for yourself. Instead, we wanna make this tasty at-home broth. We're gonna start with throwing about a tablespoon of avocado oil in there. You want to do avocado oil, not vegetable oil or canola. Avocado oil is where you want to go. We're going to throw in our onion, about half a cup's worth, and our celery. Let that saute in there. As well as 4 cloves of chopped garlic and about 4 chopped carrots. Go ahead and get that mixed and let it saute for about 5 minutes. While it's sauteing, go ahead and throw in some salt and pepper as well. Once you let that saute for about 5 minutes, let's go ahead and pour in our water. Pouring in about 8 cups of water with all this. There we go. Okay, and we're going to add in some chopped kale. A couple of stalks worth of chopped kale. Or any kind, you could do collards, any kind of rough greens you can throw in there. We're going to throw in chopped parsley, small handful of thyme, fresh thyme, 2 full bay leaves worth, and then also some rosemary. Got the classic rosemary and thyme. So go ahead and let that come to a boil. All right, once you have it at a boil, bring it down to a simmer. And you're gonna wanna put a lid on it, but like crack, not fully on, just kind of crack the lid. And we're gonna let it simmer for about 30 minutes. All right, so we've let that simmer in there for about 30 minutes. So what we wanna do, we wanna take a strainer, put it on top of another pot, and just go ahead and pour that liquid in. And if you've only made one batch, you could save this extra amount. Go ahead and make another batch of broth if you're wondering what to do with that, so you don't waste all that. So there you go, some at-home vegetable broth. And you can transfer it into some mason jars or glass containers so you can store it in the fridge for cooking. This should keep for at least a couple weeks. And there you go, people. Try it at home.